can I have another wine?
You're listening to the Giggle Gang podcast.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
If you want it, just come get it.
A Giggle Gang podcast.
Just be myself.
For fuck's sake.
You know, sometimes people pay me to say ridiculous shit, and sometimes I just say it for free.
Jesus Christ.
You're listening to the Giggle Gang podcast.
He was, hang on, he was shouting and picking up the microphone?
No, it was picking it up.
Oh, right,
It was
okay.
like ridiculously loud. And then I was ridiculously quiet.
What was he yelling about in particular? Because he's quite an animated...
He was quite a cool guy. I love my Yannick. He just got a bit excitable to be in the presence of greatness. I think.
Are you referring to yourself or Beck?
I wasn't around.
He wasn't. She wasn't.
I wasn't around.
Oh.
No, I know.
No. How long have you been around?
4 months yesterday.
Oh, hectic. So is this the anniversary? You took your girlfriend to do a fucking podcast for your anniversary?
Well, no, it was like on New Year's Day, so like we could do. I was had a spoon today before.
Yeah, we had spoons today before.
Which is like what we did on our first date, and he got drunk after on our first date.
You need to stop banging the table.
I'm sorry. No, I'm the worst.
She does that with her nails. Sit on your hands.
Don't do that.
Sit on your hands.
So I have gone and got myself a brand new microphone. So you might notice a difference in the audio quality, people that are listening. But
it's a nice mic.
It is a beautiful mic.
It's very shiny.
Very big. Do you think you could fit it in your ass, Sam?
Probably. I've had bigger.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Definitely.
That is baffling to me. Because I said it as like a bit of you were like, no way, that's impossible. But
no, easily on my ass. That
what? Sam,
maybe not like this bit, the bass. I can get the bass up, top bit, no problem.
What?
So you talk about this bit then?
Yeah.
See, this bit you struggle with.
You need to be more descriptive. You can't just say this bit because no one can see this huge fucking microphone. It's massive.
It is a big mic.
For those of you that want to Google the microphone for reference, you'll be surprised what it's called. It's called a Blue Yeti. Is the name of the microphone. So Sam is
please himself with a Blue Yeti.
Yeah, Sam is ready for the new year. So
that's how we're ending the podcast. It'll just go really quiet.
As your anus just sinks over the tip of the microphone.
The voices just get really long.
You won't be able to hear the screaming. Do you know what, Sam? I was really worried when you said, "Can I bring back this girl I've never met to do the podcast?" You're not allowed to have those when we're on because it's going to make too much noise. I'm sorry. We'll be able to have a pause. Sam famously loves Haribo and Dick. So he's bought
at the same time.
He's bought a bag of small Haribo penises along to the podcast, and he can't leave them alone because as advertised,
yeah,
love Dick.
Absolutely love it.
You love small, sweet-tasting cock. So Sam, I want you to tell me the story of how you and Beck met because I love young love, and now me being
this is a story which has not been told.
Me being an engaged man, I feel like I have the authority on love. I can give advice to young blossoming couples. And the last time we were on, Sam, we did talk a lot about sex and sexual fantasies. So you know, to be here, have you not listened? I would assume you would have listened.
She would have that gone on my day.
She's listened to the bit of the Mechanic one just because we're the Mechanic fan club.
Oh,
we are.
Okay. Have you listened to the podcast I did with Mike Yannick?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you are. Have I? Listened to it this morning.
Oh, right. Guess I have them.
Obviously, it wasn't that memorable.
Basically, this was like this morning when I was half awake.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet? Stop avoiding the question.
Okay. Do you tell the full story or the next bit?
Let's do the full story. Why not?
So I'd gone to comedy. We go to the same uni.
Okay.
I'd gone to a comedy night at the uni, and Becca had gone with her friends. And I saw her at the bar, and I was like, "Oh, she's nice. I want to go say hi to her." But then she kept being with her mates. I was like, "I can't go over while the mates." I didn't want to like.
Hang on. But you didn't know him.
No.
So you weren't like, I better move away from my mates so I can talk to that guy.
I didn't even notice him in all fairness.
Yeah. He's just a creepy guy watching it.
Honestly, I was even aware of his existence.
Yeah, she didn't know I was there. So then I was like,
that's exactly how you want him, Sam.
So I was like, I will talk to her. I will. at some point I'm going to talk to her.
So what? Hang on. What came over you? Because you're not the most, forward pressing guy. Yeah. So what was the reason? Why were you thinking she was the one that you had to talk to? Because I've been with you in a lot of places, and there's been a lot of women that you could have spoken to, and you didn't. So
I don't know. Just look. You used to have greener hair.
I still do. Yeah.
She used to have
green hair.
I used to the remnants.
The end bit.
The end bit's now, but I had like a full and bright green ombre. So
which is cool.
The ends are like So I think you look for things that'll tick your mother off. I thought, she's emo looking. Mum will not like that. Let's get her on board.
She's got a Manc accent, green hair, and looks fucking sad. My mum's gonna be well pissed off with
this.
it.
Came up to me because I was with George. George had
his
arm round me the entire time.
That's why I didn't know it to you, because you had that George around you, and I was like, oh, okay, she's with someone. And then I noticed George was like that with everyone. She's like, oh, okay.
George is just a man with wandering hands.
Yeah. And then
shout out to you, George, man of my own heart.
And then after the show, I was like, right, I'm gonna talk to her now. She can't be with her
friends. So did you perform, Sam?
No, I wasn't performing.
Oh.
And then
so you didn't even get her with your comedy prowess?
No.
Just your personality.
She didn't even notice me. So I just started following her home. And I was like, I am going to talk to her. And then she was like,
to stop banging the table, both of you. Hands off the table, hands on your knees, please. Come on, I'll put my foot down now. Bang your legs if you need to.
She got to her house and I hadn't spoken to her yet, which is basically stalking.
Hang on. This is true. You followed.
This is true. You followed me home.
Who else were you with though?
I was with my friend Kat. George had left by this point.
Oh.
I mean, Kat just didn't notice.
Yeah.
We suspect that Kat maybe realised because she doesn't like you at all.
Yeah.
So she would have been there I reckon that's Pace's why she doesn't like you, because she recognised you and I didn't.
Yeah. And then one of her flatmates went, are you okay? To me and I went, is this the right way to Mackey's? And then no, it's not. And then she's not recognized. And then we matched on Tinder 2 days later.
So hang on. You followed her home. You didn't talk to her. You made up a fake story about McDonald's.
Yeah.
All right. To not appear creepy, but it definitely was creepy. Yeah. And then you matched on Tinder 2 days later. And was your opening line, "I know where you live"?
No, I texted him first.
Did you?
I did.
Saying that I look like
Roddy run away. He does.
I don't see it.
No.
Flushed away the little
Roddy, because you put it on your Tinder profile.
I did.
And me thinking I was clever.
He's capitalising.
Yeah. So me being clever put, hey there, Roddy.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's actually the first thing you installed Tinder as well, man.
It is. And then...
Because you were not on dating apps before, were you?
No.
No, famously.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't know why you was on the dating app in the first place?
Oh, yeah.
I love how there's all these fucking inside stories. I don't even feel like I have to interview during this podcast.
Fucking hell. Alright, you cannot say this story.
Sam, everything is on the table here, except your hands, alright?
This story. I got fed up paying for hotels after gigs, so I installed Tinder, and after shows would just swipe away and then fall asleep before having sex with the person.
Hang on. How many successful, accommodation setups did you have? How many couches did you serve?
15.
15? Hang on. Was the fact that you were a travelling comedian coming into the reason why they would let you stay?
Yeah. Some people were at the gigs.
Oh, so you would start swiping before or after the gig?
Backstage. After it'd been on,
and someone would be like, oh my god, that's that guy from the stage, and then they'd be like, oh my god, come back, and then they'd realise that your on-stage persona and your real life persona are just completely different.
Because
on stage you've got oodles of confidence.
Yes. Because people don't realise how the comedy world works. When I'm doing a 5-minute spot at Glee, they think I'm getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, he's famous. Yeah. And I'm like, no. Just out for a glass of Coke.
That's actually your plan for our first date as well, when you really think about it.
Oh, yeah.
What, take her to Glee?
Do you want to come to Birmingham?
You want to come to Birmingham? What for? We're having a holiday. Well, I'm working, and I'm working for no money, so... Can you pay for the National Express? That is actually a beautiful first date.
Yeah, I want to stay to this bar in Ormskirk because they run a night, and I do the night. I've done it, and they really like me. Whenever I go in, they treat me like I'm a celebrity.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll take her there. she'll think I'm really successful, and it was the one day of the week it's closed. And then we had some
Spoons.
We went to Spoons.
Oh my god.
Went to Spoons, which I ordered food at 10:30, even though they've stopped serving at 11. We still didn't get our food.
Yeah.
I was pissed. We ended up getting takeaway back at yours.
Yeah,
And that was
So
our
hang
first day.
on. You ordered food, but it never came.
Yeah.
Did you pay for it?
No.
No.
Oh right.
But-
But we ordered. They stopped serving food at 11. We
was there
ordered
at
at 10:30, and they didn't bring it.
So you sat there waiting for food that never came.
Admittedly, we had 2 for 12 pictures, so
Oh.
yeah. So it's a silver lining, really.
So we still got drinks.
Yeah,
We were
So hang on,
getting
for 12 quid you got 2 whole pitchers of beer.
No, we had
This
got-
country is a fucking disgrace. Absolute mess, mate. Literally. That
genuinely.
place opens at 7 in the
Best
morning.
thing about it
Yeah.
was we had nothing to eat before coming on this gig.
Yeah.
So we
I
got
was
like a
al-
picture
I was-
each.
I was already drunk because I died on my arse in Bootle.
Oh my
I'd done a
god.
gig in Bootle and
I had
died.
pre-drunk before coming.
And I'd pre-drunk before coming.
No, I had.
Had you?
Yeah, I
I
had
as
2
well.
double gins before I came out and met you, just in case.
I'm glad we're all on the same page now.
Really, we should have said we both met at an AA meeting and everyone would have believed us.
Has your drinking got worse since you've met back?
In the beginning it did, I reckon.
At the beginning it was bad. But
Because you bought like a pineapple and ginger. Oh, pineapple. That gin.
that pineapple and ginger
Ginger
gin.
gin.
Right.
Oh.
I used to buy it from this place. Used to get it once a month whenever I got paid.
Paid from what?
My job. I had a part-time job.
Oh right.
And then,
Wasn't from comedy.
I was about to say, I was like, I've not known you to work.
and then I went, so I'd go there and get myself a bottle of this because it's really nice. I'd get one once a month. It'd be lovely. And then
How quickly would you drink it? Was it like a one night job?
No, it would like last me the month.
Lasting the month.
It was a big bottle.
Oh,
It was
okay.
really nice.
For like 30 quid.
For 30 quid.
Okay.
And then I lost my job, so I didn't go 1 month. And I got a new job, so I went again. And
did they notice you were gone for the month?
Yeah, because they'd only stocked it for me. They'd only stocked 1 a month for me. So they'd stopped stocking it because no one else was buying it.
Because you missed 1 month. And fuck this kid. Fuck this fucking Roddy from Flushed Away. Take this gin and flush it away.
That's the closest thing to a joke you've ever said.
You don't drink as much now, I don't think.
I don't drink as much now, no.
No,
I've choked
I've
up.
yelled at you a bit. I think last time I've yelled at you for drinking, so you had a shot without me backstage with the drag queen and I got miffed.
Right, Matty, if you go backstage and a drag queen goes, do you want to do shots?
You say
What do
yes.
Say
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
Straight away.
Yes, but it was some
You
shot.
say yes, but I don't think he needed to invite you to that.
No,
Thank
but
you.
I just got miffed because I didn't get a shot.
She got
So.
annoyed.
Well, you're an alcoholic. That's your problem.
I can't afford my alcoholism.
Yeah.
You can't fund your alcoholism.
No, before I
funded
left uni
for
for
it.
Christmas, I had 75p in my bank account at last minute.
So hang on, what is your story? Why are you just a poor kid from Manchester that ended up in Edge Hill? What do you do?
I do a drama and film degree.
Oh no, so you're not even going to get a job once you're finished? For God's sake! You are literally just wasting time and resources. There are hard-working British people like myself, alright, funding you doing a bollocks degree. Fucking hell, you having a good time though?
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
if I
sure.
was doing my bollocks degree, I wouldn't have met you, would I?
You probably would. You would have met me if you did a proper degree as well.
Yeah, because this is a university. I assume Edge Hill does like real degrees. He's
Yeah,
doing a
they do.
real degree.
I did a real degree.
Primary as well.
Do you still want to be a
Change them.
teacher?
Yeah, be alright. I'd rather be a comedian.
But yeah, like
teaching's fun.
I know it's a rule on this podcast, and you know this, that we don't talk too much about comedy, right? But like, how well is it going? Because it seems like it's going all right for you.
It's going okay.
Where are you at now? Describe your level to people at home.
Semi-pro. I'd
Semi-pro?
say. Kind of getting paid quite a bit. So I've got,
You're getting regular paid middles.
I've got 20 paid gigs booked for 2020 so far.
Okay, that's good.
Which is
Stop
good.
banging the table.
Stop
Stop jigging so much. Fuck's sake. Whenever he talks about getting paid from comedy, he gets a fucking jiggle on. Stop banging the table. So, and are you? So you said you're recording something in Gulliver's. in
I'm
Manchester.
recording an album in Manchester and filming the special in Liverpool because it's the two cities which have helped me the most.
Wow,
in my career.
hectic. And what are you going to do with the special? What is the special? Is it boyish?
Boyish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm recording them both before I go to Edinburgh so I can edit it in Edinburgh and release it straight after Edinburgh.
Interesting.
Probably
and
not,
you're taking the show to Edinburgh.
I'm taking the show to
right.
Edinburgh.
And you didn't go last year, did you?
I went for a week.
No.
It was nice.
But you didn't do your own show or anything?
I didn't do my own show.
You just went.
No, I just went.
Yeah. See, I made the fucking mistake of doing a show. Doing a show in Edinburgh is shit. Unless you're really awesome at comedy, which I'm not.
You're good.
Not in Edinburgh. Not for an hour. I'll smash a 10 spot. But when you
do the same 10 spot, we're on the stage for the 5th time tonight. Matthew Shaw, you're going to do the same good day joke.
Yeah. Good joke, that one.
It's a good joke.
It's a lovely joke. You know what? I didn't even think of it.
Just you in different hats.
You know when people come up to you at work, right? And they go, "Oh, I've got a real awesome joke for you. You should put it in your set." That's exactly where that joke came from. My best joke is from a guy called Deacon at JLA in Salford. Shout out to you, Deacon. Good job.
See, that's why you should listen to me as you know.
Peek behind the comedy veil. I think all of my best jokes haven't come from me, to be honest. I'm a fraud. So no, I do want to talk about love.
Okay.
Have you guys told each other you love each other yet?
Yeah.
Okay,
I told
good.
her.
It would have been awkward if you'd said no.
No.
I would have made you do it right now. So Sam, let's get serious for a moment, right? So when you tell Beck that you love her, what are the things that you love about her? It's time to be serious, Beck. Don't look at the back of her. What are you doing? He's like leaning, like looking behind you.
I'm misogynist.
I don't like anything in the front. Let's have a look at what's out back.
I was looking at the hair.
Looking at her hair.
That's
Right.
cool.
Okay.
She makes a good chicken curry.
Okay.
Uh,
Three's a good number, so if you could do one more, that'd be great.
Yeah. Come on, let's lay out the misogyny.
she doesn't mind when I have to fuck off to do gigs.
Oh, that's nice. And Beck,
Yeah.
what do you love about Sam? You don't need to touch her, Sam.
For God's sake, I don't consent to this. Right. What? Just nothing. Oh God. I'm trying to think. Things I love about you. I don't know actually.
She just got me as a future sugar daddy. She thinks I'm going to be famous in a few years.
Do you really think he's going to be famous?
I think it's going to do really well.
Right.
I want you to use me sugar daddy because you feel noncy when you're with me. So do you know what? That won't help you.
She's much younger than me.
I'm 2 years younger.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
When I was going into
That's
secondary
alright.
school, she was in year 4.
Which makes us.
I feel very good.
Hang on. So you went straight from school to university. You did.
Yes.
And you didn't.
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
How are you 2 years different then?
Because
You've not been in university for 3 years, have you?
2. And she's in first. Yeah.
So
she's
where did,
18, I'm 20.
I don't understand where the breakdown came. 18 and 20 is fine.
It
I'm 24 and Hazel's 21.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's genuinely, it's like we're not too serious with each other. Like when you shout in Primark down the pile of sleep and your brother don't exist.
That is my favourite thing to do. In Primark, I'll just randomly start having an argument with her and just like, stop sleeping with my brother! I just watch people.
We did it in Liverpool.
We did it in Liverpool, and this woman just said, "I'm like, fucking hell, she's a slag."
You fucking Lancashire slag. That is funny. I was doing that. So there was a girl from Stoke that I travelled through Vietnam with, right? And we were friends by default. So you know the Aussie guy that I used to live with, and he had his Canadian girlfriend. This British girl was friends with this Canadian, so they obviously started dating. And then me and this girl were just at a loose end, right? So we were like forced to be friends.
Yeah.
We would walk through the street, and I would just start doing a Geordie accent, right? And I'd be like, "Where the fuck do you think you're going, lass?" Like, start having a go at her, enjoy it. And she'd come back to me, she'd be like, "You're a fucking bellend, go fuck yourself." And we'd be like, in Vietnam, and the Vietnamese people were just like, "These British cunts are fucking mad." And I used to love it, because it would just make British people look like shit. Which,
That's great.
you know, they do quite well
You just
anyway.
want worse. He just he tries to do like a northern, like, because my dad is very northern, like he's very much northern. Dad, you love my dad, but simple reason.
You're very northern. You have like one of the most northern. You and Lindsay Davis are up there as the most northern people.
But yet your mum argues that I'm not that northern.
She thinks you're proper northern.
Does she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I'm not for a reason. She thought I weren't that northern.
What does Sam's mum think about me?
About you?
Yeah.
She doesn't know you exist.
It's a bit like her the first time you talked her home. You fucking nonce. Stalking 18-year-olds pretending you're looking for a bloody vegan Macca's deal. Jesus Christ.
Vegan fucking hell. If you don't eat meat, if you don't eat meat, don't go somewhere that serves meat. They're doing vegan KFC. It's got chicken in the fucking title. Daft cunt.
I went to a vegan restaurant today and I had a chicken burger, right? So none of it's real, alright? None of it's actual.
It's just a fake
But it was
burger.
listed
It's just a plate.
Yeah. It was delicious. No, it was wonderful. I had loaded fries, like kebab fries with like sriracha sauce. It was so good. No meat in it at all, but all tasted like meat. That's the fun thing.
Just eat meat.
That's the fun thing I love about veganism, right? Is that no matter how vegan you are, you're always trying to find a meat substitute.
Yeah.
Everyone loves meat, don't they?
Yeah.
It's just ingrained in you.
I just don't understand veganism.
It's better for your health. It is good for you.
I get the relief for the health, but when they're like, I don't feel sorry for the cows. No. I don't see why a cow shouldn't die. Doesn't make sense to my head. Like, the only reason that cow's alive is to be killed for meat. That's how it adds to this world. Like, if it wasn't killed, it would just go around being happy, doing whatever it wants while other people pay for the upkeep. So,
really?
Lassie, tell me the difference between a benefit cheat and a cow.
Are you saying that we should call it BFC? Instead of vegan KFC, it should be benefit cheats getting fried up and battered. Literally just the whole population of Oldham's on the menu.
So I'm talking about love, now you're talking about benefit cheat cows. Oh, this is honestly...
That is a good point, Sam. What is the difference between a benefit cheat and a cow? To be fair, the difference between a benefit cheat and a cow, is that a cow, if you put it in your backyard, will trim your grass. Right? A benefit cheat will just moan that it's cold.
Benefit cheat will fucking sniff the grass.
Is there weed killer on it? Can you sniff weed killer? I don't know. You seem like a scally. Have you done drugs, Beck?
No.
Really?
Really?
What about if your mum's not listening? I'll ask you again.
I have never done drugs.
Really? Are you going to get into it?
No.
It's a great time. Stop kicking the table,
Sorry,
for God's sake.
That was the chair, actually.
Have I touched the table once?
Alright.
Yeah.
No, don't make me shorter.
Put her down, mate. Put her down.
No, it's just that's loads of those.
You've maxed it out here. But are you going to get into drugs?
No.
Really?
It's just not.
Have you got into drugs?
Once, and no.
Was it coke?
No, it wasn't.
You told me that.
Yeah. It was with there were 20 of us, and we split a pill. So I had 1/20th of MDMA.
What? You split a pill between 20 people?
20 people, tiny.
What was the point?
It's just like having a mint. He's like, oh! Wakes me up a bit. That's all it was. It was just... The alcohol's basically...
It must have been a pretty good pill if you got 1/20th and you felt something.
Yeah, just
I've sometimes double dropped and not felt anything. I had two whole... the quantity of 40 people's drugs for one guy and been like, oh, this is no good. You know what I mean? You definitely need to get into drugs, guys.
Right,
You're at uni.
Yeah, we go to Edgehill.
Yeah.
Is it not a posh uni?
Oh, no.
It's
Posh.
posh.
Not,
It's not like Cambridge.
It's not a Cambridge
Well, it's
uni,
not
but there
like
are a few
South.
posh people. There's people I know that have horses that go to Edgehill.
Oh.
They go to the local stables.
Yeah.
Are people good looking in Edgehill?
Nah, she goes there.
What were you going to say? What was yours? Was it an insult to
We
him?
say the same thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, not really, because you live off campus, so really the standards are going up now.
Yeah, I
Not there
live
no
on campus.
more. You're not there.
Have you got a proper house? Have you got your own flat?
house.
Did you live with anyone else?
Yeah, I've never seen them.
Oh, you know that black guy lives there.
I know one black guy lives there because I see him walking around.
Apart from that, no idea.
And we don't.
Whereas I know all my flatmates.
Yeah, she knows all.
Hang on, they live in the same house as you, and you don't know who they are.
No idea.
What?
So really, someone could just break in and kill you, but you never know. Would you?
There's just people just think they were.
Do you have a lock on your bedroom door? Is that the thing?
Yeah, I lock my bedroom door.
What's in there to steal though?
Fuck all.
Me.
What?
Me.
Me? What about when you're not there?
But the one black guy.
If Sam ever gets abducted, the only lead you've got to go on is he always locks his door, but there's a black guy there.
It's like the only black guy in
Picture
the
of you
skirt.
missing Long-Mong. He's returning.
I had someone come up to me after a gig once, and they went, "You know the way you got learning difficulties?" I went, "Yeah." And he went, "You know the way you're tall?" I went, "Yeah." And he went, "You should call yourself a Long-Mong."
That should be your brand. You are a Long-Mong.
Sam Serrano is Long-Mong.
And I've said when you die, make a monument.
When I die, we're going to build a statue and it'll be a monument.
How mongy are you though? You alright?
I know, I'm quite...
It's just funny, isn't it?
I'm quite
funny.
bad.
No, I'm worse, I reckon.
You know who is a Mong though?
Who is a Mong?
No, I stopped myself there. I was gonna upset some people. The problem with this
If anyone
podcast,
listens to this to be upset by it.
No, but right, the problem with this is you realise after 100 episodes it might be getting some traction because people start messaging you about things you've said on previous podcasts. I've never had that happen, and I was like, oh shit, they are listening. That's when you know you're finally doing something.
What's the worst you've had?
So I told, right, this is a confession, right, and I'll use the guy's full name as well. So a guy called Matt Monroe, okay, who I used to go to like a church youth group with, okay, had this story about how he was arrested by the police, okay. Now it was a bloody ripping story. His name's Matt, my name's Matt. It's weird to say, oh, someone said a story, and then instead of me going, oh, this happened to my friend, I just put this happened to me, all right. Yeah. So I told his story as it was me. He then listened to that podcast, then messaged me like, "What the fuck are you telling my story?" Obviously he's not British, but you know, that's just whenever I'm angry I go into a British accent because you know, the people that are always yelling at me. So he messaged me,
fucking country.
Yeah, and he was like, "Get your own stories, you fucking dickhead," like getting like really upset with me. And I was like, mate, I do between like 5 and 7 hours of podcasts a week. I was like, I don't have enough stories like to fill all that time.
Yeah.
I have to use other people's. That was my excuse. And he was like, read the fucking news, get a hobby. Like, he was getting real upset. So shout out to you, Matt. Good job on that story.
You massive cunt.
Yeah. I believe his wife might have left him and he may be losing his house. So, you know, I think this is the least of his worries, but I'm sure we'll hear from him.
Should get him on the podcast.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. He's quite a big lad as well. He's quite built. Well, he was, maybe.
Oh, I take back everything I just said.
Yeah. No, I'll stop talking about him now because, yeah.
I'll carry on talking about him.
Have you got anything to say about him?
No, I don't really get hit.
So,
I'm getting on this boat with you.
Beck.
Hi.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It's lovely to have you. I did want to get an understanding of what life is like for a young child in Tameside, because I've had a few people on from Tameside, and you're the first female I've had from Tameside.
Because he's a misogynist.
Yeah,
massive misogynist.
Absolutely 8 women. All right, 8 of them.
I ain't too. Don't worry.
Yeah, fucking slacked. So, what was life like in Tameside for a young lady of your stature?
Lady's a strong word.
Cheers.
Hated it. I still hate it now.
Why? What do you hate about it?
Oh, just Tameside culture. It's awful.
What is Tameside culture?
Tameside culture. It's just like benefits culture, innit? I'm not working class, and benefits class is a distinct difference.
Hang on, there's a benefits class?
Oh, yeah.
So that's below working class. So people are like, I'm proper fucking working class.
Yeah.
That's like a pat on the
too
back.
many people would say we're having a go at people on benefits saying they're working class when they're not fucking working.
I know, right? Too many people on.
So hang on. So there's working class, like I would say Blackburn, lovely working class area of England, keeps the cogs turning of this great nation. Tameside is benefits class, which is
it's the burden on this nation.
What else happens in Tameside?
Oh, it's just drama, isn't it? Just people, like fucking women having fights in the streets and the prams are there. And like, what are
It's
you doing?
fascinating.
It honestly is great to
It
sit
was
there
like
and
a
watch
documentary
people.
for me. I've never been
It's
somewhere like
great.
this. I was like,
It's great watching.
Now, a question for you. I had a show on Tameside Radio for 12 months when I first came to Manchester because I wasn't aware of like Ashton and Tameside. I thought that was Manchester.
I think I know what that is. You know.
It's opposite the Asda.
Near Cambish Mill?
Yeah.
Rough in there, mate.
Yeah, I know.
I'm telling you what, I'm surprised you came back alive.
I know it's rough. Isn't that like an adult housing place where like abuse victims are?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But no,
I've come on the podcast.
No, I mean a few years ago there was a prostitute bust in there, which was fun.
In Cavendish Mill?
At Cambish Mill, the prostitute bust.
Ooh. Who was there?
Fun, God knows.
Prince Philip. Nah, that's more the daycare bust. Obviously, we joke. I don't even know what he did. All I know is that he doesn't sweat and he might have touched kids.
Yeah. He was linked to Epstein. I used to work in a theatre called the Epstein Theatre.
Have they changed the name?
No, because it was named after an old England Liverpool manager. But we did have people coming over going, well, I think in the recent climate, you really should change the name because it's not appropriate having a theatre named after a paedophile. Like the Snowy was named after me.
Yeah, who the fuck thinks... Like, what else did Jeffrey Epstein do apart from keep the sexual fantasy secrets of famous people and solicit trips to islands with children? What did he do other than
I
that?
think, wasn't he just like a businessman?
But Sam, that was his business.
Oh, I thought he was Alan Sugar.
No, mate. Is that the apprentice from Epstein?
Did you just have a lot of money?
No, he only had a lot of money because rich and famous people paid him to organise them to sleep with children. That was his business.
Oh, wow. So he's a paedophile.
No wonder they killed him. No, Epstein. Okay. I don't know if Epstein was a paedophile, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that. But we do know that Epstein was the person who organised famous paedophiles to be secret paedophiles and would organise where the kids would come from, organise the islands, organise the whatever. He was like... I was about to say something really bad. I put myself on pause because I was about to offend a legend of the comedy circuit. And we've had a little bit of a laugh off air, and what happens off air stays off air, and we all move on to a conversation about a cactus called Juan.
I'm the cactus.
Yeah, we've got a cactus called...
I've got the cactus.
No, we've adopted him.
No, I bought him.
Yeah, but
I bought it from IKEA for a grand price of like £3.95.
This is literally what happens in every family when one parent as a child that is not the biological child of the other. Yeah. The other's always like, well, I'll just adopt him. I'll just fucking adopt him. I've seen it on Facebook, you know, when like you get like a stepdad and he's like a good stepdad, and then he like gives the kid adoption papers, and it's like, oh, like you're now like ours, you know. It's like, I'm your dad now.
Are you gonna do that for my cactus?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure, because he feels very sad being part of a broken home.
I'm getting Juan. I'm adopting Juan.
Can you sing one of the songs?
We come up with songs just with Juan in the name. So.
What should we go for? Should we go classical? Should we go pop?
I like Hit Me Baby
One more time.
Sing it.
You could do
You
Les
can do
Mis.
it.
You know you could do Les Mis.
No, Juan Day More.
Yeah.
My favourite's the I came up with the Bohemian Rhapsody one yesterday.
What?
I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, saving his life from his monstrosity.
It's a cactus. It's a cactus.
It's a cactus.
It's a cactus. Just go on, Juan. Joe was not doing us that time.
You want to know what the problem with this podcast is, right? Is that where we're sitting, they can see their reflections in the window behind me. So they're not even actually looking at me when they're speaking. All these fucking self-absorbed, chauvinistic millennials are doing is looking at themselves in the mirror and just giggling to themselves.
No, I'm looking at him. That's why I'm laughing. He's great.
Why? Because he's got a fucked face.
It's his facial expression's great.
What's with your nose? What's happening up your nose? Is that hair coming out of your nose?
It is. She got me a nose trimmer for Christmas, but I don't need a shorter nose. So. But
Ugh.
Yeah.
That was shit, mate. that was shit.
That's
so
what
hang on, why do you have such bad nose hairs? Or
I don't know.
Hang on.
Trim him?
Because he doesn't trim them.
I don't trim
Isn't the problem? Because I've never trimmed my nose hairs, right? Isn't the problem once you start trimming them, then it's gonna get more and more out of control?
Well, that's why you keep on top of it.
Yeah, but I pull them out and they're fucking long. I swear, like I pull one out my nose, I lose one of my arms.
I thought you did.
Has he got a hairy arm?
Yes.
Really?
I've got a very hairy arm.
It is like Chewbacca.
Why are you so hairy? You're so childlike, but yet so hairy.
I don't know. Wait,
Like you have like a better beard than I do. You've got nose hairs and your eyebrows are just
majestic.
like ridiculous. And then even the hair on your head, like it's just incredible. But you look so childlike.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the bouncing.
It's just it's very confusing.
I've got a really flat face.
A really flat face.
Fat face. Like it stretches a lot.
Oh, you don't really have cheekbones, do you?
They do. It's under.
That's why he
They're
contours.
there.
He fakes them.
Yeah, that's why I wear makeup. I look better with makeup on.
Do you think it looks better with makeup on?
I suppose so. Yeah. No, only lets me do it.
Shall I tell? I've got a story I can tell on the podcast, Matthew.
Well, now's the time to tell it.
So, I did.
He's literally just squeezed his own nipples. It's so hard.
Amazing. Now it's fine.
No, I just got an itch here.
But
no, actually, my nipples are. Just for everyone else, I'm squeezing my belly.
Yeah.
I'm not a cow.
I mean, what?
Right. So yeah, I was in Leicester Square, New Comedian of the Year final. So there's 400 people.
Okay.
Sold out room. It was awesome. Biggest gig in my life. Yeah, I had it when you're on stage. You just think, oh, I've got a shit coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do?
Poo live on stage. Take your pants down.
I didn't take my pants down, but I shat myself on stage. One of the biggest gigs in my life. Shat myself.
Hang on. How much shit?
Like I had to get new underwear for the match.
So hang on. Did you talk about it while it was happening?
No.
You just kept comedying.
I've listened back and I go, oh. And I think that's when I shat myself.
But then you just kept going.
You just kept going like a
professional.
fucking pro.
Shit. And how did the result of the gig go? Shit.
Yeah, I didn't do very well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who won? Who was the...
David Eagle.
Oh, he's very talented.
He's very, very good.
He got engaged the other day.
Did he?
Yeah.
Hey.
Happiness. Everyone's getting fucking engaged. I do it and they all fucking follow. No, I've noticed now. I feel like I'm seeing it more and more. People getting engaged.
No, he just pretends to shit me up.
Oh yeah, I proposed to her in public to freak her out. Just to scare her.
See, I thought that was really funny when I first started dating Hazel, but then when I realised that I might actually marry her, I stopped. I was like, if I keep doing the fake ones, when the real one happens, either it's got to be fucking amazing, or if it's not, she's going to be like, oh, get up, you fucking idiot. Like,
Genuinely, he'll do it because like, the biggest fear in the world is getting proposed to in public.
Really?
I hate, oh god. As someone who loves being on stage, being the centre of attention, that sort of thing, it just fills me with so much dread and fear and social anxiety, but yet he finds it fucking hilarious. So when I'm stood there in Primark, I'm trying to relax after a nice long day.
A lot of drama happens in Primark for you guys, doesn't it?
It does, so
Is it the fact that you're there regularly, or every time you go, something just comes over both?
Yeah, basically. It's like a weird, like, it's a full moon tonight. Primark is in the air. And then the sign's like, I need new jeans.
It smells of child sweat in the air. I'm getting crazy.
Can you hear the screams of the slaves? Oh no, I shouldn't say that. I used to work at Primark.
I hear the attitude
still want my
between on
job,
the till.
please.
Fucking bitches.
Oh yeah, the
Fucking,
It's very different sentiments echoing towards Primark. He's like, oh, please be nice to Primark, and you're like, fucking bitches.
yeah, because I want to keep my job there. I was
Are you still working there?
I was a Christmas temp, and I'm still waiting to hear if they're going to keep me on.
Oh.
They should do. You're not one of the
They should
nicest
do.
people because they're nice to cows.
I got, like when you get like those things that's like, please fill in the survey.
Yeah.
I got loads of them.
What do you mean?
Like, people were going, Sam was good at his job.
Oh, right, okay.
But
how can you be good at your job at Primark? Like,
just being smiley and nice to people.
Oh,
That's
right.
pretty much it. I had one. This guy. This is my favourite story. This guy came over, right, and the woman was in a wheelchair. So this woman was in a wheelchair, but like she wasn't. It wasn't like just her leg. She was like, do you know what I mean? She was like disabled.
She was like proper fucked
Like,
up.
yeah.
She's gonna get a monument made when she dies.
They wheeled her forward. So they wheeled her forward, and he was like, "Oh, okay, scan other stuff." It came to 40 quid, right?
Are you on the checkout? Okay,
Yeah, I'm serving them.
Right.
They gave me 30 quid, and then she started having a fit. So he turned and he sorted her out, and turned back and went, "Can I have my change?" And I went, "What? Can I have my change?" I went, "Oh no, you only gave me 30, came to 60. And he went, "No, I gave you 4 20s, which is 80. You owe me change." And I
So
went,
what denominations did he give you? Did he give you 4 5s?
He gave me a 20 and a 10.
Okay.
So I was like, "Well, I'll just
And
bring you over."
so he gave you 30, and he reckoned he gave you 80.
Yeah.
So there's a giant discrepancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, "Well, I'll call over."
Is it
my
his wife that's having the fit though, or who's?
Yeah, his wife's having the fit. In the
Okay,
gym.
right.
So I was like, "Well, I'll call my manager, and he'll do a stock check. We can check." And then he suddenly changed his tune. No, it's fine. I'll just give you more money. Like, no. I'll call over the manager. And they started panicking, and the woman in the wheelchair panicked so much that she stood up and ran off. It was mad. But like, not like just run off. Like, she was fucking fast as well.
She was pretty.
Hang on. So
she was pretending.
So to get 20 quid,
Yeah.
okay, they were willing to get a wheelchair,
Yeah.
2 of them,
Yep.
pretend to be disabled,
Yeah.
have a fit in Primark.
She was a good actress.
Well, it must come from drama.
Buy-
Because no one gets jobs after
Oh no,
that.
because they were gonna get 20 quid cash, and then they were gonna get the extra 30 quid of free stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get 30 quid of free stuff, 20 quid cash, and they were willing to put on the fit. How good was the fit?
Very, very good. I
Really?
was convinced. Yeah, she was very
Were
good.
you? Was there any part of you that thought it was funny at any point?
No.
No. Okay.
Of
So
course not.
so it was like a proper fit. Because like, if someone was having a fit and I thought they were faking it, I would laugh.
Oh no, I thought she was being genuine.
Okay. Because I'll be honest, all right, I made a mistake. Okay, a poor judgment call. Okay? I was at an airport last night in Slovakia, right? And this man was coming out of the gate, and you know, like Ryanair is like well shit, and you don't get to walk down the thing and like just walk straight on the plane. You gotta go down these stairs and then walk outside to get it. We'd gotten out the door, and there was a guy in front of me, and so you had like a wheelie suitcase, so it wasn't that fucking strenuous. Just wheel it along there, and he was like struggling to like wheel his suitcase. I was like, what the fuck's up with this guy? Like, what a weirdo. And then next thing I know, he like tripped over his own suitcase, right? And like fell, but it was the longest fall ever. He took like about 9 steps, like, and he's falling towards the plane. And then he just like landed on his face, right? And he was like old, like 65 plus, like old, right? And I just turned around, and in front of like everyone was like, "Oh my god, that old man is full." I just went, "Oh, the fucking pisshead!" Right? Because I'd seen him struggling with the wheels upstairs, and I was like, "He looks drunk." And then obviously he got outside and fell over. And then Hazel was like, "You can't say that. He's just an old man that lost his balance or whatever." He gets up, like everyone's rushing to help him, and I'm like, "Fucking drunkard," because the flight was delayed. So in my head, I was like, "Old man, flight's delayed." He's like, "I'm going to tip back a couple, tip back one too many." Walked out to the flight, realised he's pissed, and just fucking fallen over on the tarmac. Yeah. So I'm like cursing him out, and then Hazel's like, "Stop! You don't know who's here. Like his family could be here or whatever." I was like, "Yeah, but they're fucking not, because otherwise they wouldn't be so fucking drunk." Like I was getting like so angry. Turns out he was he had like a special assistance person there with him, like helping him on. I think he had like he had like mobility issues, definitely. And I think what it was the mobility person was there for him, but he had just decided to walk off on his own because he's, imagine living a whole life, like 60 years doing everything on your own, and then one day you fucking realise, or someone tells you can't, and they keep trying to help you, like your family are like, you need someone to help you down the stairs, Bob, whatever, and you're like, no mate, I'm fucking Yorkshire or wherever he's from, I'm my man, I'll do this myself, and then you literally just axe yourself in front of like 25 people. So yeah, I saw him with like a fucking high-vis cunt helping him up the stairs, like helping him to his seat and shit, and I was like, this is pre-arranged. Like this person was supposed to be here when he was falling over, but they weren't. So then I felt bad. So yeah, sorry to that guy, whoever the fuck he is.
Right, he's probably a racist. He probably voted to leave the. I'm glad he fell on his head. The daft twat. You're the reason this country's gone to shit. He's Tory voting, leave wanting, racist cunts.
Is that the Edge Hill one you're talking? What happened in the election in Edge Hill? Anything
Very
exciting?
Very Labour.
Because it's all children.
Oh, yeah.
They don't understand communism and socialism and whatever.
Quite a few of my family voted Tory, I think.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I voted Tory.
Did you really?
Yeah. I was just so shocked I was able to vote. I was like, obviously this is a joke.
I should not be allowed to vote. I want to go for the ones that will kick me out.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I think I voted Lib Dem. I can't remember. Wasted vote. Who cares?
Who's your favourite guy you've had on here on the podcast?
Oh, in this particular room or on the podcast in general? Oh, I don't know, Sam. Because, all right, I'll tell you this. All right, I'm gonna dodge the question because I'm very good at that. People that I really enjoy, I usually get back for a second episode. You.
This is my third.
Okay, this is your third. Absolutely, because I really enjoy you. However, it's because probably the first one we did is the best one we'll ever do.
Yeah.
And we've never been able to reach that dizzying height ever again. So, for example, the first one I did with Adam Hughes, one of my favourite podcasts to date that I'd done. The second one I did, not as good. Nowhere near as good, right? And same with Dean Cotland as well. Had Dean Cotland in. First one, amazing. I got him back like 2 months later. I was so excited with it. Came back and just terrible, like unlistenable, horrible. So it's weird. There's been ups and downs. I enjoyed Mike Yannick. Mike Yannick was the last one that I did.
We love Mike Yannick.
But again, if I get him back for a second, he won't be able to live up to the hype.
He will.
You reckon?
He'll smash it. It's what he does.
You reckon?
He's absolutely off his head. I got him on the phone to Becca because Becca's a big fan of him, and I was like, she wants to be called.
What are you a big fan of? Exactly?
I just love it. It's the idea of this tiny little man who's like the same size as me, in his wee little jumper, his little Bulgarian accent. It just makes me smile. It's something about him that makes me smile.
Whenever we're sad, we watch a bit of Mike Yannick, don't we? Yeah. And she, because have you seen his set?
Yeah.
Where you've seen a bit about Princess Slag.
Was this about the woman in Liverpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got him on the phone because Becca would love this. I was like, Mike, call her Princess Slag on the phone.
Yeah.
And he went, hello Becca. Okay, Sam wants me to say this. I just want your consent.
And he's just so sweet, and this just sealed my love of Mike.
Yeah. And she went, go on. And he went, you're the Princess Slag.
Why does she sound African? Why does he sound African?
I just have a voice for foreign people.
Is it that?
Yes.
What?
I'm going to do this voice for the rest of the show.
How would you try and do my accent?
Oh, fuck Neil, can
It's actually
Same Serrano. Fuck Neil.
You do quite with Adam Hughes. I love Adam Hughes' voice.
He's from Liverpool.
I know, but it's just the way that Adam Hughes speaks.
You're right there, girl. You want to talk about fucking lawnmowers, do you?
My name's Adam. I'm 21. I look like a tramp.
Adam Hughes is my second favourite person.
Adam Hughes was a great impression of me.
It's my stories you tell about him, and the toast story.
Oh yeah, that's not going on the podcast.
No.
See, it's hard to ask you, Sam, because what I want to know, and what a lot of comedians say when they come in here, is like their life changed when they started doing comedy. Like they were doing something beforehand, and then they did this, and this is like the most fun they've ever had, and it's great.
Yeah.
But for you started when you were really a child, so like you didn't really have that many life experiences before this.
Not really. I don't know what it's like not doing comedy. Life's has always been fun and megabuses for me.
Fun and megabuses.
And crying on megabuses.
That's the name of your autobiography. Fun and megabuses. The Sam Serrano story.
Crying in Edinburgh, that's a fun one for you.
Oh yes.
That's
I had a mental breakdown in Edinburgh.
Why? You weren't even doing a show.
No, not the Fringe. I'd gone up to do gigs,
Oh.
and then I'd just started talking to Becca, and she's really into Harry Potter, so I got a load of Harry Potter stuff and left it at the bus station.
He didn't get you that Harry Potter stuff. You know that's a lie.
I sent you photos.
You sent me
I
pictures.
generally sent.
And then
Yeah, I got really excited.
The guy-
And he left it at the bus station.
then a guy came up to it who had previously injected
I
himself with
saw him
heroin.
injecting heroin, and he asked me if I was okay. That's how you know when your life's going to shit. Those fucking smackheads are going, "Are you alright, mate? 1 second. Are you okay?" It looks like your life's not going very well.
Can you pick up their needles
Is this been made into a bit?
No.
Oh my god.
It should, shouldn't it?
The line when a fucking
And at
smackhead.
that point, I
just-
chose not to run, which is
Yes,
which is
she
incredible.
decided to stay with me, even when a smackhead was alright.
Questions your mental abilities, which you
I sat next to him on the bus, he was a lovely guy. But no, at no point did he offer me smack. I'm quite offended. I was
Selfish.
crying my eyes out.
Yeah.
If you have something that makes you happy and you see someone sad, you'd go, try some of
Very pleased
this.
to smack it,
He never
Would
did.
you have done it? Really?
It's the thought that counts,
It's
isn't
a
it?
thought that counts.
Absolutely.
What a thoughtless tramp.
Heroin's a hell of a drug, though. It's not what you
Is it
want to
not
do.
good?
No. Well, it's not what you want to do. Like, if you want to have a productive life.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
I'm doing stand up, I don't want to be that productive.
Yeah. There's other more fun things we do. I feel like I've given you guys a drug education.
What's your favourite drug?
What's my favourite drug? This is not a good conversation to have on this podcast because there's certain people.
Doesn't
in
your
the
mum
world-
listen?
Possibly. No, she stopped listening. She's realised I'm talentless, so she stopped. For a moment there, like when I started doing radio and that, and I got into commercial radio and whatever, my parents were so supportive, and then they realised that like I wasn't that good. Like I was doing well for like what I was supposed to be doing, but they didn't enjoy it. Like the person, my on-air personality, the person who I was on air was not their son, allegedly. That's what my father said once. Because I told him I was going to go on TV. I was going to go on Big Brother in Australia, right? And I was like, Dad, I'm going to go on Big Brother. And he was like, you are not my son. I was like, well, that's showbiz. So yeah, my parents have completely stopped listening. But favourite drug, MDMA is it's a great one that you can't go past, really, and it truly is harmless. Like,
you say that.
do you know what I mean? Like, I've seen people do a lot of MDMA, and none of them have died or ruined their lives. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas I've seen people do a lot of meth. Yeah, and like really fuck themselves up, like health-wise, family, finances, all that jazz. Yeah, it was MDMA. It's just like it's a party drug, isn't it?
You know, if your life's already fucked, like if you've been kicked out of your house, you've got no job,
your wife's
but you've never taken drugs.
That's not the
Like,
time
you
to
can
start. No,
and you
that's
got a
not.
reason.
No. That's
the reason isn't just you're a loser. The reason is you take meth. You're like, oh, it's fine. He's a meth addict. No, I just got kicked out of my house. Just on my own. No, just crackheads.
What's Albert to do?
To be fair.
Why do they struggle a lot with him on crack? What is that?
I don't know. That's what I heard.
Crack drug.
No, you don't want to do crack, alright? If that meth is the best drug to take if that's your situation, because you're never more productive than when you're on meth, okay? Because you don't need to eat, you don't need to sleep, and your mind becomes very active, and you want to do things. You're very motivated on meth. So I was on meth from when I was 5 years old until I was 17, okay? Are you familiar with Ritalin and Concerta? Yeah, all these drugs they give children with ADHD. I was on like the highest dose of ADHD drugs my whole schooling career, right? Yeah. And by the end of it, I was basically smoking meth out of a pipe. Like, literally, I was on some strong shit. Because I'd give it to people that didn't have ADHD and they'd be like, that is fucked. Like, you're on that every day. And I was like, yeah. So that's the drug you want to do if you want to get productive, definitely.
So you need to get some of that.
I need to, because I've got like a bit of ADHD. Yeah, like
definitely.
Yeah,
I think you're closer to dyspraxia, maybe.
I've got dyspraxia as well.
Yeah, I thought
like I'm collecting disabilities like fucking Pokemon, man. Yeah, I've got so many. It's like swimming badges. It's mad. It's like I find a new disability about myself every day. It's like your phone getting an update, but instead of getting faster, it gets slower. Alright? That's what I'm like. I'm like a really slow phone.
Have you guys spoken about having children together?
Yes.
No. What? Have we?
We said that we're giving it the middle name Stano.
I'm said no to this.
We're calling the middle name of our child is going to be Stano.
Apparently.
After Doug Stano.
Okay.
Because he's my god.
Fair enough.
He's not my god, so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because you uncle.
You guys are going to have to find a middle ground and go with what she wants.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm not backing down on.
Well, I have kids without you. You can fuck off.
Alright, his first name's Stano.
Jesus, that's not a good idea. Last name Stano.
What's to do with like blind?
Change your last name to Stano.
Why don't you just fuck Doug Stano?
Right.
And then I'll adopt the kids, and then the last name will have to be Stano.
Yeah, but what makes you think like my future children, whose father could be Stanhope, will want to use a dad, or they could have Stanhope?
Because Stano's an alcoholic.
Also, what makes you think that Stanhope's sperm is going to be fertile enough to impregnate this lovely young woman from fucking Ashton?
That's a fair point, actually. Can Stanope got kids?
Mate, ring him and ask him. He's your fucking mate.
I don't know.
It's weird that you want to name your kids after him.
I got an email from him once and I cried my eyes out. I was
Did
like,
you?
oh my god, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, I love Doug Stano.
I don't get like that about anyone, I didn't think.
Really?
Maybe like the closest I would come would be like either Conor McGregor or like Stipe Miocic, like the UFC heavyweight champion. Like if I got to have a chat, but I don't think I'd cry about it. I'd just be like, fuck yeah. Or like Joe Rogan, because he's got the UFC connection, he's also got the comedy connection, he's got the podcast connection.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things that I like to do and enjoy that he's involved in.
I've only got one person I'd cry about spoke to in real life. Philip Schofield, love him.
Why would you cry with
Philip Schofield?
You're being funny.
He's beautiful. He's a beautiful soul. I love him so much. His Snapchat makes me smile.
No.
He's a god to teenage girls. I reckon.
Schofield.
He's a god to teenage girls.
He's a fucking non.
I knew in college.
Yeah,
shut up. I knew at least 20 girls who followed Philip Schofield on Snapchat.
But who is he?
He just this morning.
You know Holly Willoughby?
Oh yeah, Philip and Holly. Oh
yeah.
right, I didn't know that was Philip's. I just knew his name was Philip. I know Holly Willoughby because she was Holly Willabooby when she got her tits out on the BBC, and everyone wrote in the complaint letters and was like, "What is this? A Bangkok whorehouse or somewhat?" British people complain about anything. They get a bit of tit on the TV. It's like the bloody Sun's third page.
And now we've got Love Island.
Now we've got Love Island, mate. Absolute disgrace.
This country is a mess. I thought Love Island was a documentary about people who adore Dublin. But because they love Ireland anyway.
Oh my
I
god.
had this for 2 weeks straight. 2 weeks.
What, that joke or just
No,
him?
it's him.
I thought you'd been with him for 4 months.
Well, yes, but in uni, I get a break away from him. If we're in classes or you're at gigs, or you're weirdly just sleeping in the library.
But uni's taken a break.
Because around Christmas.
So you guys have been spending time. Have you not gone to see your families?
No, I live in Manchester and he's not seen his family over Christmas, which makes me giggle.
Why?
Because what he said to his auntie on Christmas Day.
But why aren't you seeing her? Why did you say to your auntie?
Went to hers. It's nicer. It's more chill.
Not spending Christmas with your family is the best. Me and Hazel were in a beautiful hotel in Malta. We had a lovely Christmas lunch together. Come home in the afternoon. Her mum's ringing her being like, so and so said this to Auntie Fuckface and and Hazel just hung up the phone and just went, would you like another wine? I was like, yeah, let's get in bed and watch Gavin and Stacey. Like, we had a wonderful time. It was great. Now you wanted to talk about a gig.
Yes. Do you want to do this bit? Or
you can do this bit.
This is the last 5 minutes, and I told you I'd give you 5 minutes.
I think it's the 25th of May. Go to my Facebook page, Some Serrano Comedian. I'll announce it. About a month ago, wasn't it?
It was on the 24th of November.
24th of November. Becca's 15-year-old brother passed away of an asthma attack. So I'm doing a gig at Hot Water for Asthma UK.
Wow.
Tickets are completely free.
Is it just you doing the gig, or do you got other people involved?
Danny Mack is on, Danny McLaughlin.
Yeah.
Mike Carter's on, Si Lomas is on.
Oh, yeah.
Dean Coughlin's on.
Ooh.
Gemma Roberts is on.
Saucy. All my favourite Scouse comedians.
Lindsay Davis is on.
Well, not a Scouser, but she'll do.
Yeah. I will also be doing a set as well.
That's good. Who's emceeing? Is it Danny?
Danny.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm going to MC, and then Danny was like, do you want me to MC? I was like, I can't.
No,
I have to give him the job. Because he's
Absolutely.
fucking
And you're
amazing.
also a terrible MC.
I've got better since just going, you went to the EDL! What are you doing? Don't you, mate? You're in the EDL! What's that? Your mum's just died? Sorry. I'll stop now.
That was hilarious. You definitely killed that gig. I'm surprised we didn't lose it after that, to be honest. Literally, the regulars of the bar rock up. The guy's mum's just died down the back, and Sam's just bloody getting all political up the front, just insulting them for no reason. They did not like you, mate.
No, I'm grateful that I've never seen you MC and never wanted.
I'm much better MCing. I threatened
But he's a miles better comedian as he is MC.
Yeah,
whereas I'm a much better MC, I think, than I am a comedian.
You're a great MC.
My MC, you do comedy, and I know like you set up. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. I'm doing new stuff tonight, though.
Oh yeah.
That'd be nice.
Oh, that'd be nice. Because usually when I come to see you perform, I think, oh, what's going to come first? Fitbit or learning disabilities.
Tonight I'm doing 20 minutes about how much of a slag you are.
Well, you can hang out with my fiance, and you guys can talk about being comedy girlfriends and how fucking painful
Just
it is.
while he's doing with my worst like she is.
That's what because I was like, dating a comedian. I was like, well.
I had to put a fucking ring on her so she'd put hers away. That is disgusting. I hope she never listens to this. Right, Sam, you're going on that wonderful sound. Sam's laugh. Goodbye, Beck. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, Sam.